Michael B. Jordan.
You said reaction.
I don't know what you see.
You said reaction. Okay.
I saw the movie, I thought it was a very beautiful spectacle.
When I first watched it, when I first got out of the movie, I was initially like, yeah, this is kind of like overhyped. And then as I kind of let things simmer, I was like, this was really good.
When it comes to movies in the Jim Crow era, it's more based on like the racism ties and that's usually like the focal point of the movie. And while there are hints of that in Sinners, it's not the main focal point of the movie, and that's what I really liked about it.
I just thought it was really dope how everything was tied into like the reality of what we're going through in this generation, how it was just like, it's nothing new that's going on. It's been going on for a lot of time and it's still like the same. It's all relevant to today in the recent times with how there's a cultural divide between everyone. So I was pretty shocked with how they put it together as a thriller. I thought it was kind of dope.
I thought it was one of the best examples of explaining what it's like to be black in America and have white people try to force you to assimilate with them. Like, it's a great metaphor for cultural erasure. It's also just a damn good vampire movie, which is not something we've had in a long time.
The internet can change a lot of people's what's the perception on things. So it's just like, so if you haven't got a chance to watch something and you hear 10 people in a crowd talk about how good it is and how amazing it is, then your expectations are gonna get higher and higher and higher. And then like, if it doesn't match what you think is in your mind, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Before like I even seen the movie, like when I heard Ryan Coogler was doing a vampire film, I was like, this nigga's about to kill this shit. I already knew, like I was like, just cause he's one of my favorite directors and writers, and I think he's one of the best in this generation. So when I found out he was doing a vampire film, I was like, this shit about to be fire. So going into the movie, that's what I was thinking, like Ryan Coogler and horror. After I seen the movie, bro, the symbolism in the movie, the fucking performances in the movie, the shit was fire. You know what I'm saying?
So when I first watched it, I thought it was like hyped. It was like really overhyped. But I don't think that that's like a bad thing though. You know, now when I say overhyped, I'm not saying that means it's bad.
My favorite thing about Sinners was the fact that like white people the white people that didn't understand it, I felt good about them not, like good, you're not supposed to. Like, you're not supposed to. I didn't like that white people liked Get Out and enjoyed it, but didn't understand that they were the problem. Not only did white people understand that they were the antagonist of Sinners, some of them understood that and were able to learn from that, and some of them didn't understand that and hated it for it, and I love that, because it's like putting a mirror up to you and you're burning in the sun like a fucking vampire because you don't like being face to face.
Was dang, like they got everybody. Like,
stay my black ass out of Mississippi. Cause man, listen, every time, if you really think about it historically, right? From slavery and Jim Crow to every time you heard about a story or a song or a tale of somebody doing the deal with the devil, it was always at a crossroads in the backwoods of Mississippi.
Mean the devil.
Keep your black ass out of Mississippi.
And off crossroads.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, it was still enjoyable. I think that like, I saw it a week after it came out. So everything I heard was just like how amazing it was, how cinema's back, how, you know, like there was so many beautiful things I heard about the movie. So when I watched it, my expectations were like really, really high.
And I really appreciate it.
It felt like a think tank, like, you know what I mean?
Most definitely,
He
especially
write a
if you
movie
watch it
and
more than
then
once.
Sit it down with a think tank of people and be like, what y'all think about that?
Right.
And then we all put it together like, see, if you use your mind, and
If you
put it like-
anticipate.
you see what I'm saying, my sister? You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Just kind of, yeah.
You know, you got Creed, that's like the sports, you know, blockbuster film. Then you got Black Panther, the Marvel film, so that's the superhero stuff. And then you got Sinners, and it's a horror film, thriller, you know what I'm saying? But I think as far as the visuals go and just the overall message in the movie, I think it's like his best film. I would have to say it's his best film. And I would love to see if he like did more horror films, like how Jordan Peele's doing like all his horror films. I want to see Ryan do that, because I think he killed it.
I rock with Ryan, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he woke.
Yeah, I think he brings messages on a entertainment level that really an edutainment situation. He brings the edutainment situation.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Don't steal my
Educated
don't steal my stuff.
entertainment.
Exactly.
I have to say, if there was like a scene that stood out to me, it was when they first met Delta Slim. That scene was, I don't know how it was shot, and just him playing the harmonica in that like low contrast was like it. That I don't know why that just stood out to me like more than anything.
I have a couple. So the first one was the scene where Mary goes out to try to talk to them, and they're singing that really beautiful song, and it's like super inviting. And then as she's leaving and Remick like flies up, and then it edits it straight to Pearline jumping on the stage.
Remick snatched up Sam and he started quoting the Lord's Prayer. And the devil looked dead in his eyes and started saying it with him. I was like, ooh, ooh. Ooh, it made me think a lot like something about them.
And then one more was the scene where Remick was out there making him sing the Rocky Road to Dublin. That shit felt like the scene in fucking You Got Served when they realized that Sonny sold them out and was like doing the Crip walk all with the white people. That literally, like, I feel like you could edit the Freeway song over that fucking Rocky Road to Dublin scene out there turn. I wouldn't have wanted to be a vampire, but if I like wasn't one of the vampires, like watching them turn up like that, I'd have been out there like, hell yeah. Rocky Road to Dublin hard as fuck.
On a funny note, like when the dude, like he had fake dice or some shit and they just started stomping this nigga out. And then it went from that to Pearline stomping, they A-Town stomped this nigga. I thought that shit was hilarious. And I thought Ryan Coogler, he's funny for putting the scene like that. Like that was funny.
What was so cold too was because like, okay, I was raised in the church, so I remember them times where they would kill the music and they still have a stomp in the clap. You know what I mean? You might have a tambourine, but that stomp was so powerful. Boom, 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 boom. It hit like an 808, you know what I mean? Everybody in the church stomping. Boom, boom.
There's healing vibrations.
And it was like, bro,
those type of things.
It stood out to me so much, you know what I mean? It took me back to that time.
Not the very, very end, but right when Smoke shot him and he was sitting there and he got to hold his baby. He got to be with Annie, you know what I'm saying? And he got to feel some kind of peace, because you can see that that's really what he wanted. He just wanted a piece of peace.
The scene that stood out to me most would have to be the garlic scene. I thought that was dope because it was just like our people to stand around and be like, oh, you better do it. You side-eyeing everybody trying to see like what you about. Like, I don't know who to trust. My back was against the wall. So I thought it was funny just watching everybody's reaction. Some people wanted to reject it right away. Some people like took it and they just had to see how they were acting. I like that one.
The scene where, you know, Sammy's singing, it shows the different generations and the different genres of music. You had hip hop, you had trap, you had all the different, like I said, the different cultures and stuff. I think that was like, to be honest, not even just my favorite scene in the movie. That's like one of the best scenes I've seen in movie history, in my opinion.
Just the music scene when they were dancing and stuff, and it was just showing different
All the
cultures and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, that would be my favorite.
You see everybody's like culture who is in that building. Like,
Yeah, there's some twerking in there too. They was
Right,
in
I
there.
said,
Hey.
hey. So I was like, okay. Was shooting, and it was the slow motion part. That was my favorite.
Probably when they killed Remick or when he smacked Hogwood, bro. It had to be one of them two, just because that was so symbolic in so many different ways. You know what I mean? From racism and white supremacy. to the evil and the devil. You know?
Sammy was the guitar.
Guitar?
Slim.
Slim. Okay, start with an S.
I definitely he made his entrance.
They Smoke, and I also like Sammy a lot also. I think that they were both dope. Sammy from through and through the whole entire movie, he just remained solid, stayed down. So probably Sammy ultimately. Yeah.
Probably Stack was probably my favorite character just because he was so lively. I could really see myself being someone like that and hanging out with someone like that. And so passionate.
Annie was my favorite character.
Okay.
And he had his back, and she matched his energy perfectly.
All the way through.
All the way through and through.
Okay.
And she still was like, look, you mine, but you ain't. So let me go and put these roots together. Give me that. Putting them roots together. Then she was all up on him, and she's speaking French to him. I'm like, come on, Annie. Come on. Had that boy think about you all the way over there.
Come on, man.
Yes, come
I'm
on,
over in
Annie.
the war like I got to
Look.
make it home.
Look, she said, I held down home. Why did you come back?
I'm going back to
Why
Annie.
did you come back? What, you want me to tell you I love you?
I'm
Yes.
getting back to Annie.
Annie was my favorite.
Between Smoke and Delta Slim, I ain't gonna hold you.
Delta.
Hey, Delroy Lindo is a heck of an actor,
yeah.
bro. That is, man, I gotta give OG his credit, man. He cold. He cold.
Most definitely.
He definitely stood out to me. I like Cornbread too, cause I like the whole back and forth. He was like,
Suck my guts in the first place. He was an old stale girl.
she got so serious.
Yo,
Like, look here, nigga.
Cornbread and his wife.
Annie saved these niggas. Like she knew that she was dealing with vampires. And she knew what they were dealing with. She was protecting everybody. And then when Cornbread tried to get in, like she was the one who stopped them from letting them in. Like no, like he's dead. Like admit it, you're dead. So I gotta say she was my favorite character because she was the one she was super aware of everything that was going on. If it wasn't for her, all them niggas, well, I mean, they ultimately like all got killed except for, a few of them, but.
Focus on probably Preacher Boy, because I feel like coming from somebody who is also someone who's about their faith, it does take a level of understanding you and what your wants are to kind of branch yourself away from what would be required of you or what the norm is.
You boys twins? Nah, we cousins.
Even though I'm pretty silly, I think I would kick it with Smoke because I like how he's just about his business and he don't play no games. Like there's no like getting in or moving around or like he's always just aware of what's going on. He lives in the now, very alert. So I think I would definitely kick it with Smoke.
Oh, Stack for sure.
Screw Michael B. Jordan, man. Screw that guy. I can't stand that guy. I'm just jealous because he gets all the women, man. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Smoke. Smoke, because Smoke got his head on a swivel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If it don't seem right, Smoke gonna let you know. And he not gonna play no games
I
and
ain't
take
gonna
no
play
shorts.
with it.
His brother, you know what I'm saying? I'll kick it with you and your brother. But I'm gonna have to watch everything.
I'm kicking
You know
it
what I'm
with
saying?
Smoke, bro. Smoke.
You a little frivolous, bruh.
Listen, if it ain't, if it's something fishy,
He own it.
we shooting. I
He
don't
own
want.
it. Shoot first.
Subconsciously, I'm more aligned with Smoke. He's more level-headed. He's more methodical. More planned out with how he wants to do things. I mean, he's like specifically when they were at the juke joint and there were certain black people that were paying with like I think he called it like plantation coins, not actual money. He was like, "Yo, what is this?" I subconsciously align myself more with Smoke. I don't know what it is about
Stacks.
Smoke is like an aggressive man, and he knows what he wants. He's very strict, and that's what I like. I like a strict person.
He was getting it in though.
Yeah, but it just
He was getting it in. He was grabbing her.
He was like, anyway.
The red one Stacks, because he's goofy. I like a goofy guy. I think we would get along.
A fun person. I like to party. I like to take risks that way. I like to hang out. I might be a little aloof sometimes. I might not be as wary about what's going on. And then like I really liked how Stack was like, hey, this is a party for the people. I understand you're about some money and everything, but we're here to fellowship with our people, and if all they got is the money that they've been working for all day, that's only good here, then that's what they got, but that's not what we're here for. And people might look at him as just like careless, but he was a community man in a different way than Smoke was, and I can appreciate his approach.
It's hard because Smoke and Stack are both like, they're like your two uncles, right? So Smoke is like the serious uncle. He about business. You can't really joke with him too much, but he got your back. He'll bust a cap in somebody's ass for you off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Stack, he like the fun uncle. You can drink with him. You can talk to him about your first time getting some. He'll laugh about it with you and shit like that. You talk about girls with Smoke. He gonna be like the dude from what's that movie? Straight Outta Compton, when he hopped on the bus. He was like,
"You need to gang bang them books."
Like I feel like that's how Smoke is. Like he's serious. Like he's about his business. You know what I'm saying? But I think I gotta go with Stack. Like he's funny, and you could tell he care about his people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scene where the dude didn't have enough money, and he was telling his brother, he was telling Smoke, like, man, these people been working all day. They just want to release. They want to be free. They want to have fun.
Come on in, you motherfucker! How you doing?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Who was the biggest sinner?
Grace was the biggest sinner.
Grace should have been, listen.
Grace was the biggest sinner because Grace, all her motives were either money-based.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Or self-driven.
That's true.
Like nothing that was going on in the movie was she in alignment with.
I would have teleported
You know what I mean?
Grace ass outside so fast.
On Fresh Prince.
She like, come in. Hello? She been outside with him. Hello?
You're all alone.
No, I swear to God,
There's
bro.
nobody there
I would
besides
have shot
you.
Grace. When she bit me, I would have shot.
I felt like the vampires were bluffing. I don't think they were gonna do nothing to her daughter. They could have waited until the sun came up. I feel like she was greedy. For one, she didn't really want to be there like that. She was doing it for the money, and I feel like she just fucked it up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody died because she let them in, and I just feel like that was, yeah, she fucked it up for everybody. I think that's just what it is.
My initial reaction was yes. And even because I watched it again last night in preparation for today, I'm still almost under that line of thinking that it would be yes. However, I can't really put a level of blame on her because I feel like any rational parent in that particular position would be like, hey, like I would rather you get to me than you get to my kid. Yes, they were outside the juke joint, and you could potentially be like, hey, they're either gonna sit here all night or they're gonna go in the city. And so I feel like there was a calculated risk that Grace took when allowing them in. Now, was it emotionally driven more so than actually like calculated? Yes, but I don't think she really ruined it. They were gonna have to kill him eventually. That's just my opinion.
In a way, I believe that she was very selfish. I feel like she was just about her money.
Yeah, she fucked
She
it
did.
up. I'm not even gonna lie.
She definitely did.
It was not your right to say shit, okay? You shouldn't have said anything about
didn't
coming
care.
in, going out, nothing. You don't have you don't pay the bills. I feel like she messed it up, yeah.
She was just all about her money. She didn't really care about anybody anyway. So she definitely messed it up for everybody.
And the thing is, it's so hard with sinners, bro, because there's so many different ways you can look at it. There's so many, I think there's more than one message, but I think the main thing is protect yours, protect your people, and that, you know, every person in the movie, I think he was trying to show they're all sinners in their own way, but they're still good people at the end of the day. You know, some of them are still good people, some of them are still just trying to protect their own, trying to protect their, you know, their family, you know, and their loved ones. But I say you gotta protect yourself, you gotta protect the people around you, and don't give up what's sacred. You know what I'm saying? Cause like Sammy, like, I like how none of them were like, no, we're not giving up Sammy. You know what I'm saying? They could have.
Not to trust people, not to let nobody in, and make sure you got guns everywhere so you can protect yourself. No, but
It's a very deep question because there's so many things that you can take away from it. Messages, at least to me, was a way of freedom, you know, and whatever that looks like, you know what I'm saying, with other people, you know what I'm saying, like, I forget, it was the Preacher Boy, you know, the freedom of not having to live for anybody but yourself, you know what I'm saying, I think that was his journey. And I think that the other journeys, you know what I'm saying, with like, you know, Smoke and Stack, I think that those symbolize, even at the end, he was just like, oh man, that was last time I felt free. It was last time, you know, I saw the sun. And I think that there's a beautifully written line. And I think that a lot of it symbolizes what freedom looks like for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be just an ability to no longer live underneath a way of judgment. Maybe it's being able to just, I don't know. It's a tough question because you can look at a painting and get so many different like interpretations from like the painting. You know what I mean?
Keep your black ass out of Mississippi. No.
Don't fall victim to the BS. Don't fall victim, you know what I'm saying? Because on some real stuff, everybody was falling victim, left and right. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel, yeah. Don't trust them new, never mind.
Over there. Don't trust them new. Over there.
Cause it's like, man, I trust who, you know, we around, we kick it, all right, you look like me, I know we go through the same thing.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Who's this new dude? I don't know him. He ain't gang.
Overall message I would believe is like how there really is still like that cultural divide, the racial divide, how if black people stay together and stand together, stand tall, you can accomplish, you know, many things. You can start to really realize that we're all we need. And you can also—
Reason why in a Michael B. Jordan movie, he's not the focus. You know, what you said, Miles Canton, is that you said, that's his name? So, you know, Miles Cotton. And so it's a movie that is mainly focused on him and like what he sees so that he can push himself in the best position possible. And so while you could argue, so like one could argue he did like little to no sins as opposed to everybody else, you know, the overarching one, you know, not honoring your mother and father's wishes to, you know, follow in their footsteps and stuff like that can be labeled as like, you know, defiant and stuff like that. So even I feel like even in that defiance, there's still a level of like truth that you can follow within yourself, and you need to follow that. And so that's the theme that I feel like that was part with Miles Cotton and the movie Sinners.
Should never be to point at Mary, Grace, the Asian people, the Indians who couldn't stop the vampires. Nobody. The only fucking answer to who's the antagonist in that movie and who was the real problem was Remick and white supremacy and everything that he was trying to do. The white supremacy that made him who he was, because he was talking about how his people were subjugated by the same shit. It's one curse. Like it's one antagonist. It's one problem. There's one villain. Everybody might have, and that's really like I feel like the answer to all of it. Everybody might have a hand to play in helping perpetuate this system, but there's one person that set it all in motion, and that's like keeping it going, and we need to always keep that shit in mind. And I hope that that is what people take away from Sinners. Grace is not the fucking point, and neither is Cornbread or fucking Mary or anybody else who had a hand in their downfall that night. Like, not even Stack and Smoke. Like, with them robbing the Italians and shit. And yeah, we are all sinners, yeah, but there was one original sin there that caused all of it. And then one more thing, I also feel like nobody thought too much about how the scene where he is being chased by the Indians, do you notice how Remick just kind of drops out of the sky? He doesn't run out from a field or anything, he drops out of the sky like the devil, like falling from, like the devil, Lucifer falling from the heavens.